Whatever can make you angry controls you. These were the words of a mentor after I had gotten into a verbal altercation with a coworker over a bottle of orange juice. I'll explain. I fast every single year. And in this fast, is a 21-day fast. For the first 3 days, I do not eat anything. All I do is drink liquids. So the first 2 days is just water. But on the third day, I allow myself to have a bottle of orange juice. So I'm working in a restaurant. I have a long shift ahead of me. And all I'm going to have for this entire day is a bottle of orange juice. So there's a rule in a restaurant that you can bring outside food or drink. You just have to put your name and a label on it and then keep it in the designated area. So I made sure that my bottle of orange juice had my name on it. I made sure that it was in the designated area. I finished the initial task to start the day, and I come back to find my bottle of orange juice, and it's not there. And so I go asking around. I go to my manager first. I said, hey, I put a bottle of orange juice with my name on it in the designated area. Have you seen it? And my manager was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I went to the other servers they were on and I said, hey, I had a bottle of orange juice in the designated area with my name on it. Have any of y'all seen it? And they were like, no. After going around and asking everyone, I decided just to chalk it up to the game. I said, you know what? I don't know what happened to this orange juice. Someone obviously took it, but I'm bigger than being angry over a bottle of orange juice. If I get a break, I'll just go buy a new one, but I'm not going to trip. I'm going to move on with my day. As I went on about my day, my coworkers began to tease me about the orange juice. There is one person named Sue Ellen who was not around while I was asking everyone about the orange juice. And so Sue Ellen overhears the people teasing me about the OJ, and she goes, was that yours? Baby, the music stopped. A cold chill went through the building, and I snapped. What do you mean was it mine? My name is on it. I put it in the designated area. Did you drink it? Oh, well, I thought it had been there for a couple of days and that it was up for grabs. Up for grabs? My name is on it. What do you mean? So I snapped on Sue Ellen over this bottle of OJ. Fast forward 5 minutes. And I go up to my mentor and I am talking to him as if this is some sort of violation. I'm being really, really, really dramatic about this bottle of orange juice. And I'm going up to him and I'm saying, man, I cannot believe that she would just take my stuff without asking. I cannot believe that she would just ignore the name on it and drink my orange juice. In the middle of my talking, my mentor looks at me and goes, hey, you good? And I was like, what? I'll go buy you another bottle of orange juice, but you are acting out over something that's not that big of a deal. And my response to him was, I'm acting out because she made me mad. She made me mad. And his response was, whatever can make you mad controls you. Before I dive deep into this subject, if you enjoy the Mission Growth Company videos, would you like and subscribe to this channel? The like tells YouTube that you want to see more videos like this, and the subscribe tells me that you want to see more videos like this. Whatever makes you angry controls you. Whatever can make you controls you. And as I begin to dive into this lesson, one of the things that we need to establish is that we have the power to protect our own peace. It's very easy for you and I to go on about our day reacting to situations. And we can even tell ourselves, well, the reason I'm acting this way is because somebody made me. But the truth is, nobody can make you do anything. Even let's think about the speed limit. Most of us do not drive the speed limit because they make us drive the speed limit. We drive the speed limit or go 5 over, depending on where you're at. But we drive the speed limit because we do not want to deal with the consequence of not driving the speed limit. Meaning we do not want to get into a car wreck and either kill ourselves or kill someone else, or we don't want to get a ticket. So the reason we drive the speed limit is the consequence isn't worth not driving the speed limit. But no matter the situation, as long as you are willing to deal with the consequence, you can do whatever you want to do in life. And it's very important that we never allow ourselves to be under the assumption that we don't have a choice in life. You always have a choice. And so it's time for us to stop the they made me mentality. Because really what the they made me mentality is, it is a victim mentality. And we are saying that rather than being the captain of our own ship, rather than being in control of our own lives, we are just aimlessly floating through life, reacting to what they made us react to. The victim mentality strips you of your power. And so many of us are waking up and choosing victim. And as we get into this, I want to challenge you to release the victim mentality and to adopt the mentality that I am not a victim of circumstance. Rather, the circumstance is going to become a victim of me and my winner's mentality, because I always have a choice. And when we're talking about choice, the circumstance isn't your choice. Sometimes you are dealt things in life that you would never choose. But your reaction is always your choice. To have peace in our lives is ultimately a choice. And peace isn't based on what is happening around us. But ultimately, peace is based on what is happening within us. You will never have peace unless you make it a priority in your life. Peace is supremely valuable. And we often don't give the concept of peace its proper place in our lives. If we gave peace its just due, we would live more fulfilling and more happy lives. Peace is valuable, and it must be protected. Because if it's not protected at all costs, people, situations will easily be able to rob you of it. Stress causes us to enter survival mode. And whenever we are in survival mode, really what we are in is fight mode. But whenever stress hits, you are presented with a two-sided coin. Whenever issues arise, you are presented with a two-sided coin. On one side is peace, and on the other side is war. There are people that you interact with every single day that have peace within them. And these are people who their energy lights up the room. These are people that do not have to fight for the spotlight. These are people that aren't always saying, pick me, look at me. And it's because they are super, super comfortable and they are at peace within themselves. But then there are people that are at all out war within themselves. And these are people that will argue and fight with you over everything. These are people that can't come to the cookout without stirring up some type of drama. These are the people that whenever they enter the room, everyone tightens up because they know that they are going to say or do something that is going to disrupt the peace that is in the atmosphere. People that are at peace draw more peace to them. And people that are at war draw more drama and more pain towards them. What's happening around you is directly affected by what's happening within you. You can even be in a situation with someone that has war within, and you can allow the peace that is within you to change the atmosphere. There's the saying that a soft answer turns away wrath. And what that means is that when I have peace within me, I can affect the situations around me. An example of this: have you ever been in a situation with someone who is looking for a fight? They came in with negative energy and they are just going to pick at you. They're going to point out every single thing you did. And maybe you even did something to set them off, but they're going to take it to the extreme. They want you to pay for this, and they are convinced that we're going to fight today. And have you ever been in that situation and decided to say, hey, I'm sorry for what I did. Whatever the issue was and whatever my part in the issue was, I sincerely apologize. I hope that you can forgive me, and I hope that we can move on. I've been in that situation where someone comes in hot, and I chose peace and de-escalated the entire situation. What's happening around you can be affected by what's happening inside. I love the story of two wolves. And in this story, a grandfather tells his grandson about the story that there are two wolves that reside on the inside of us. The grandfather says that one wolf radiates light. This wolf represents kindness. This wolf represents compassion. This wolf represents love. Then there's a other wolf that displays darkness. And this wolf represents hatred. This wolf represents anger. And this wolf represents greed. And he's explaining to his grandson that both of us have those two wolves within us. He tells his grandson that these two wolves within us are constantly fighting for territory. They're constantly fighting to overrule the other. And the child says, well, Granddaddy, which one will win? And the grandfather's response is the one we feed will win. Every day, you and I deal with those two wolves. Even as you're sitting here listening to me right now, there are two wolves within you. But remember, we always have a choice. And our choice is displayed through our words and our actions. And our actions determine which wolf we are feeding. You have a choice, and you have the power to protect your peace. So how do we do it? How do we begin to take the small steps towards protecting our peace? The first thing you must do is set intentions. We have an entire video on this channel that talks about the power of intention, so you want to check that out. But you will never have peace in your life if you have not decided, made a choice, and set an intention towards having peace. It's very important that we start each day with the intention to protect our peace. Without intention, you are setting yourself up to react to whatever happens. But intention is a proactive mindset. A decision linked with intention betters your chances of actually sticking to whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Next, create boundaries. Create boundaries that will allow you to protect your peace of mind. This might mean setting limits on your time, your energy, and your interactions with other people. Remember, some people have war within themselves. So if they're in your environment, it is going to try and force that environment to be an environment of discord, an environment of pain, and that environment of war. So if you know people like that, limit your time with them. Don't just allow everyone into your space. Who you surround yourself with matters. Next, begin to simplify your life. One of the things that I notice about people that are at peace is they do not have a super complicated life. They tend to strip things down to what is truly important. Don't be addicted to chaos. Don't be addicted to busyness constantly being around. Take time to consider, what do I truly, truly need to be happy? What do I truly, truly need to be at peace? Focus on those things. At the end of the day, if you have the foundational needs, allow yourself to focus with gratitude on the fact that you have everything that you need. Gratitude in life is supremely important. It's hard for you to see the frame when you're in the picture. And a lot of times we do not realize just how blessed we are. A lot of times it almost takes something life altering at times for us to refocus our mindset. But if you make a choice to live with intention every single day, you will also make the choice to live with peace every single day. The last simple step to beginning to protect our peace is to focus on what we can control. I've often said it here that we tend to focus so much on the major things that we cannot do. And if there's a situation that you're facing that you cannot control, why are you trying to control it? All you're doing is overexerting yourself. All you're doing is wasting precious time and energy. When at the end of the day, you will never be able to control that situation. But what you can control is what you are putting into your mind. And you can control the words that are coming out of your mouth. And you can control what you allow to remain in your space. Let go of the need to control every outcome in your life. The difficulties in life is part of the reason that protecting your peace is so important. Life is hard enough without you putting yourself in situations that just make your life even more challenging and more stressful. With that, release the things that you cannot control and focus all of your energy on that which you can, and work towards having a home, having a family, and having a life that is filled with peace. Always remember, growth is a journey, it's not a destination. I'm in it with you, and I'll catch you on the